If you're looking for the best lubricant for your bike chain, it's hot wax. Hot wax, if you compare it to, say, oils or other kinds of wet lubes, it lasts longer, it stays cleaner because it doesn't mix with the dirt on your chain, and it makes your drivetrain last longer. Zero Friction Cycling out of Australia has tested pretty much every lubricant you can put on your bike chain, and their tests show that chain wax lasts longer than pretty much any other lubricant that you can think of, whether it's in dry conditions or dusty conditions or wet and muddy conditions. So why doesn't everybody use hot wax? Well, the road cycling community has been using hot wax for many years, but it really hasn't caught on with mountain bikers. Now, part of it is because of the hassle. Normally, if you're hot waxing your chain, you've got to take your chain off the bike and put it into the crock pot. But what if you didn't have to take your chain off the bike? Well, here's the process. Now, you'll need a crock pot, you'll need a thermometer so that you can monitor the wax temperature, and you'll need some nitrile gloves because this stuff is hot. Now, you'll need some kind of hot wax. Brands that I can think of are Silka with their Endurance chip. I'm using Molten Speed Wax, and there's Rex 11+1, just to name a few. Go to Zero Friction Cycling's website and have a look for yourself. Now, once you've acquired the wax, get it into the crock pot and get it up to the manufacturer's recommended temperature. Now, this is important because the wax needs to be at the required temperature so that it can penetrate into the pins and rollers, and so that it's not so hot that when you take it out, all the wax just drips back into the pot. So you need to get your chain so that it's clean and dry. And the latter is really important. You don't want any water inside the chain, because if there's any water inside those pins and rollers, the wax can't penetrate to do its job. So take your rear derailleur apart. You can see my pulley wheels are down there with the back plate of my derailleur. And take your chain and move it down onto the chainstay. So here you can see that the chain has been in the crock pot here for a few minutes, but there's part of the chain that's obviously not in the pot. So what I need to do is cycle that last bit of wax through and check on my wax temperature to make sure that I am maintaining the proper temperature required by the manufacturer. So here, I'll just get the temperature in here, make sure it's around 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, you really want to have a thermometer so you can monitor the temperature. Right now, it's winter, so it's only about 10 degrees outside, so that's about 55 Fahrenheit, I suppose. And so the thermometer ensures that I'm getting the wax to the right temperature. So once I'm done, I will lift the chain up and sort of hold it above the crock pot so that the excess wax will drip back into the pot for future wax jobs. I'm finding that wax lasts longer than any other lubricant that I've tried. And I'm also finding that the chain runs more smoothly and it shifts more smoothly. Now, the initial stage when the wax is cold and you sort of have to break the links so that the links move freely. But after that little break-in session, these wax chains are amazing. So you don't have to take your chain off the bike. What do you think? Leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.